Committee's member, Senator Roger Marshall. Senator, great to see you tonight. All right, so it sounds like we might have a deal that could kind of get kicked in motion tonight. Do you think it's got legs? Can it pass?
You know, I do, and let's keep this train moving. I remember President Reagan once told my mentor, Bob Dole, if we get 80% of what we want, take it. Well, we're getting 95% of what we want. The Democrats have said in the past they would fund everything but ICE, so they're giving us 95% of what we want. And like, Brian, just like you pointed out, we've already pre-funded ICE. And then we can follow this up with another reconciliation bill and fund ICE for another, 10 years as well. And maybe we can't get all the SAVE Act done in a reconciliation bill, but I think we can bring about some more election integrity. Yes, it's got legs. The Democrats need to put their money where their mouth is now. We need 10 of them, maybe 7.
Do you have any idea what Schumer is now asking for? There was a discussion, I know that Senator John Kennedy was speaking about it earlier today, that Schumer was asking for some additional concessions. What on planet idiot could that possibly be?
Yeah, I think they're going back to the things we would not agree upon. They want to unmask our ICE agents, and then they want to adjust the administrative warrant, and we can dive down that if you want, but the administrative warrant is working fine. When that goes out, it's been through a judicial process as well, and we're not going to unmask our agents. We're not going to subject their families to their own safety security issues as well. Look, the Democrats said they would fund everything but ICE. We gave them what they wanted, and now they're balking? Come on. They are the party of defund the police. That's the label Chuck Schumer is going to live with the rest of his life.
You know, you mentioned something just a second ago. President Trump really wanted to do DHS funding tied to Save America Act, okay? And this plan is going to break that apart. Now, you mentioned you might be able to do some of the Save America Act through a reconciliation, but I've heard a couple of your colleagues, and I think you alluded to this, you can't do all of Save America Act through reconciliation. What can you do?
Yeah, I want to emphasize here, I cannot believe that 10 Democrats wouldn't cross the aisle for voter ID. So I don't think we can be real blunt with the voter ID, but we can pay some funds to clean up the voter records, who's on those lists as well, and maybe give them money to make more security there at their elections, those types of things. And I think we're just beginning to sort that out as well. But our goal is safe and secure elections. It's the bedrock of democracy.
Larry Kudlow was talking about earlier, you put the Save America Act, so voting rights, all of the DHS funding, and then do the Pentagon supplemental for Iran in just all one big reconciliation package. That doesn't seem to be on the table at this point, does it, Senator?
Yeah, I don't think putting the whole SAVE Act would ever go through the parliamentarian procedure to satisfy the Byrd Act. I do think we should consider funding more money for the military. This is a good time to work on that. But again, we've got to get most every Republican on the House side to vote for it, and we'll have to get at least 50 out of 53 on the Senate side to vote yes as well. So the question is, what happens to the math? Does bringing in that military funding increase our votes, or does it take votes away? And if so, how much money could we use? But that's absolutely. We had our budget committee meeting this afternoon already. Senator Lindsey Graham is leading that fight, and we'll figure out where that sweet spot is.
You know, Senator, the deal that's on the table tonight for DHS, it sounds a lot like things we were talking about weeks ago, and Republicans and Democrats couldn't agree. I think Americans might ask the question, why did it take you guys 4 weeks to get to a deal that everybody was talking about 4 weeks ago? I think that's a legit question, Senator. People have been going through a lot of pain for 4 weeks, and I don't know what they got out of it. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it is a very fair question. So remember, the Democrats refused to even negotiate, to sit down with us for over 30 days. And anything they were negotiating through the press was about reforms to ICE. But over the last 2 or 3 days, they've been on the floor talking about they would fund anything but ICE. So then, Senator Thune's point, let's have them put their money where their mouth is. So to me, the blame goes to the Democrats. We know how the legacy media is going to spin that as well. My heart just goes out, and I'm so grateful for the TSA folks that have stayed at work as well, and they deserve to be paid. We got to get the airports running. Remember what our goal is here. We want to make sure our borders are safe and secure. We have 50 million non-citizens in this country right now, and we need those ICE agents out there doing their job. So at least we have achieved this goal, and I think we can fund them again for the next decade and take this off the table for a decade.
Well, the equation that the Democrats operate on is fear, which is, again, putting Americans' safety at risk, equals control, and control equals power. I hope that the Republicans use this opportunity to privatize all of airport security.
Thank you. Yes.
To ensure that people are safe, and this can't be shut down at the whim of a Democrat. Senator, a final word.
Oh, wow. You know, I know that some airports do that, and they've been immune from this problem as well. I think I would want to talk that through with DHS. My goal is always to make sure that Americans are safe and secure, and TSA has always been a very important part of that. I would want to weigh the risk and benefits of that situation. End of the day, though, Republicans win. We're going to get DHS funded. We're going to get the TSA workers paid, and we're going to figure out a long-term plan to fund ICE as well.
You know, I like that privatization plan. We should talk more about that with you, Senator. It's worth kicking around a little bit.
I'm just sucking up to my co-host, Senator. Thank you for playing ball with that.
Thank you, Dagan. Good to see you, Senator.
Thank you.